And there we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Looks like we have a signal, so I remember to turn sound on today. Okay, let me know if there's any problems on your end, and today we'll go ahead and start coding up, or at least working on our project inside of Unity. I'm still using Beta 8. I don't know if there's a new one out. It's not really going to matter right now. Just let me get the chat up here. And there we go. Looks like everything's working. I guess we'll soon find out. All right, let's go ahead. We'll get started. I don't even have a scene here. Let's make the first scene just a test scene. So what do we want to work on today? Any requests? How you doing, Maximilian? Yeah, Maximilian. How are you doing? How about we start getting the character set up so that we can, let's work on some basic animations today. Get the character set up, get it moving around, or we can start working on the character stats. I want to start with the character, though. Does that sound good to everyone? Restream's not picking up all the chat. That sucks. Well, we can't make caves in the Unity system. In the Unity train system, we can't do caves. Oh, that's going to suck. It's... Okay, there we go. It was just slow. Okay, it did catch up. All right, great. I didn't want to have a bunch of tabs open. So, yeah, I've used Photon Server. I haven't used it in quite a while, maybe about a year and a half. But I have used it a few times. I think I actually have one or two projects up on the YouTube channel where I've played around with it. But let's go ahead. We'll start playing around with the characters. I usually go to Mixamo. Starting in August, you won't be able to save your Mixamo stuff. I think you can still download it, though, from my understanding from the email. But let's check out the asset store. I think they still have a bunch on the asset store, right? Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials already out there on how to create your own custom terrain engine. I've seen quite a few of them out there. We did it, God, 5 or 6 years ago when I used to live stream 24/7. We went ahead and did it then. Made our own basic terrain. Actually, it wasn't that basic. We had biomes and everything else in it. I might resurrect that, but I don't know. Like I said, there's so many out there, and they're all pretty much the exact same. Okay, so we have a magic pack and a melee pack. I'm going to grab them just from the asset store. There are ways to grab them from the website as well, but I think you should grab them yourself from the asset store as well, so they get put into your assets, so you can go grab it anytime. And let's just go ahead. I'll grab them both. It looks like they're using alpha, which is fine, and beta. Yeah, they have alpha and beta. So we'll just go ahead. We'll use this here. Let me see. We probably won't use any of their scripts or anything like that. Just their animations. And we'll use their models for now, but later on we'll go ahead and have to get other models to use. Oh. What's BZA bot saying? Oh, okay. I bet I'm black. Apparently I didn't type it right. Oh well. Yeah, we're not going to be doing anything super complex with this. We're not going to be remaking Minecraft. Again, there's videos out there already on how to make Minecraft inside of Unity. We'll grab that. I gotta wait. Yeah, I'm not going to be modding Minecraft. Although I do still play it occasionally. We were playing a bit this summer, but Grammy doesn't have internet for the summer. She'll have it back in the fall, so I've stopped. All right, we got that. Let's grab the spellcasting one over here. I think it also, they used to have more, didn't they? Like I said, make sure you grab these, even though they'll be in the store in the Git repo. Make sure to grab these. Again, alpha, beta, okay. Because we do want to make sure that those get put into your asset package in case you ever want to grab them again. Recreate Minecraft like real life. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not interested in recreating Minecraft. Uh, Hi, Carl. I don't really want to use a bunch of packs off the asset store, especially if they cost money. Remember, everything here has to be free. It may not be the highest quality, but it has to be free. Okay, so editor, we made everything we grabbed was just from Mixamo. I'm probably going to switch these up a bit. I just want to make sure it didn't add anything else. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at what we got. I do need a train to walk on to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and create that basic one. And what do I want to call this train? Turn off lighting. Come on. Ah, my windows. Stop it. Okay. I'm not going to do anything with it. We're just going to throw stuff on it. I might have to throw material on it just so that it's not so bright. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll start with the magic pack. I don't care. Oh man. Did it really create one for each? Oh. Oops. Is there a walk? Didn't walk right. Boom, boom. Okay. I think it went ahead and it made one. These look different than I'm used to. They're not laid out the same. Where's my other tabs? Is this something new in Unity where we don't get the avatar and everything else? Or is it just something with the package itself? There's the demo controller, so it shouldn't need a controller for everything though. Now, it's been ages since I've gone ahead and used these, so I used them once. Oh, let me catch up on chat. I'd say we were going to work on just getting some basic animation set up for our characters so we can move around and do some stuff, and then work on his stats. Start coding that up. Hi, Mika. Or Michael. The Western way of saying it. And I missed that. Sorry. Something. Oh, welcome to the stream. I would say hello. I might go import another asset. I'm used to having. There we go. A controller. And I'm not even seeing the model in here. Didn't put any other folders in here. Silver Coder. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. On Bean. Experience with Nolton motion capture suit? No. I do not know anyone that's ever played with a motion capture suit. I do not have one. The mic is a Shure. Was it the SMB something? SMB 57? I'm not sure. It was on sale and I went and picked it up, and out of the ones that they had set up when I was testing them, I liked it the best. When I'm doing tutorials, I have it closer to my face. When I used to do just videos, then I can get really close and I don't have to talk so loud. And then with the mixer setup, I found I just got a much richer, nicer sound to actually work with in the video itself. But for live streams, I just stand back a bit. It still picks it up good. I've been debating on getting a copy of my old mic, the Blue Spark, because I really liked how good it was that I could keep it off camera and it still gave me a nice, good sound, nice loud sound. But back to this is confusing me, so I'm actually going to go ahead. Let's find another character to import. This here has all the animations. Then it's supposed to have a character pack. It's supposed to have the characters with this, then the demo, and it's got all the demo controllers. Okay, they're there. Okay, they're in the mail. Oh, is it because I downloaded the Melee pack first? So I guess they just showed up in there, and then when I downloaded the Magic Pack, this is the Magic Pack, right? Yeah. When I downloaded the Magic Pack, it realized I already had these assets, and they're the exact same, so it did not re-download them. Is that what happened? Because I don't think I've ever had that behavior in Unity before. And if that is the case, then that's really cool. Wouldn't be bad to have a movement system I can play with in the. I do have a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be covering in the night today. We've already got a small video series on it. I'm not sure if some things have changed in Mecanim since 2017 came out because I'm fairly new with it. If there is, then I guess we'll see it. We'll have to look it up. Which tone am I singing at in Unity? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, inside of Unity to figure out what pitch you're getting at? There is a way to do it. Um, Not inside of Unity. There's another library I downloaded. I think it was about 2 years ago. Someone did a project on that, and I thought it was really cool. So I started playing around with it. It was a different library that I had to include, but you can go ahead and get the pitch that someone was at. What they had was they could control their game through whistling. So, really high pitch would move the elevator up, a low pitch would move the elevator down, type thing. I just thought it was really cool, so I started playing with it. I never got as far as they did, though. But it was pretty cool. Okay, anyway, so we've got a character. It doesn't really matter which one we work with. We'll just do the dude. Put him here, and actually before we did that, we should have went in, checked off the model, make sure everything is right here. Whoops, sorry. Everything's the same on it. Just making sure there's nothing changed here. Does not look like it. I'm going to leave all that there. I'm going to come to the rig. It looks like the rig's already good. I'm going to create the avatar from this model. And I can't remember what optimized game object does. I'll have to look that up before I go ahead and tick it. We already have the check mark beside configure. Go ahead and save it. But I still want to quickly go over it. If for some reason the model you grab has red parts, go ahead, come in, you'll see the red bones. Find out where that red joint is, and you can fix it that way. There's also some auto adjusting. Force the T-pose if you want. He's already in the T-pose. You can also go ahead and just hit like auto map. And if something's not set up right, that'll usually set it up for you. But everything's looking good. Swan dive. Woo! Okay. We'll get out of there. Done. Hi, you are. Okay. And then we can go over to animations, and I don't think he has one on him, right? By default. So we got to go ahead and apply them to him. So let's go from that back up. And he has an avatar. He does not have a controller. I'm going to go ahead and create my controller from scratch, not use any of the ones that they have. And I like to keep it in the same folder as my model. So create a animator controller, and I'll just call it him. Drag drop that over, it shows up. And if we control it, and it's not, click on the wrong one. And first we'll need an idle. Oh, I got to remap all these. Is it going to make me remap all these to Nope, I don't think so. I'm just trying to think how I want this to go. We have so many different animations. Make a subgroup for crouching, sub for standing. Inside of each one, we have like idle, or we could also do it for one for walk, one for run. Well, I might have to change it later on, but just looking at what we have so far, I'm going to go ahead and create one. Well, let's just do standing idle. Standing run, standing react to death, whatever. We're standing idle. There's a few of them. And we'll just take the basic one for now. That's going to be the default state he goes into. And I'm also going to need a controller for all this. Let's get that loaded up as well. I see chat going by. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to get some stuff done instead of just constantly answering stuff on chat. I'll come back to it every so often to answer some questions. Okay. Come on. We're going to need an animation controller. Animator controller. Come on. Don't want an override. I thought I was blanking on it already. Controller. Once in a while, I'll create my own. I used to create my own assets a lot more a while back. Um, Now that there's just so much free stuff out there to grab that's decent enough at least to prototype with, I very seldom create my own stuff now. Yeah, that graveyard game that I made was what, 2 years ago, I think. I think it's roughly around 2 years ago. Yeah, we spent a lot of time in that fog. I've done other ones since then. Okay, so it's animation controller. I'm blanking on what it's called. Or they change it? It's not in something, is it? Animator controller. I have to look what kind of character controller. Oh my god. I have to look this up. I'll watch someone else's video while I'm on stream. Okay, that's creating one. I thought I had a controller in it. I just used this a little while ago. Oh, it is Animator. Thank you for pointing that out. Stop that. Okay, so I want to make sure that I go out and component, Animator. There's a way to grab the controller though. And require component, which will be of type of there you go. So now we know one's present. Let me raise my desk. There we go. That's a little too high. Why is it making that noise? Okay. So we got that done. Let's go. We'll jump back in Unity. And he should just start off with his idle. And that's a bizarre idle. Oh, it's for spell casting, that's why. I'm going to turn my lighting up, but not turn lighting off. Come on. There we go. No, I'm not going to be looking at other people's code right now. Okay. So anyway, so we've got an idle. Let's go ahead and put a walk in there. So far, I don't think I've had to make any changes to it. Any of the animations. Now the layout is going to completely change as we go along. We'll go ahead and start adding blend trees, but like I said, I just want to go ahead and get the basic one set up. Parameters, let's call it speed. What was that? Just a sec, my son's tattling on me for something. What did you say? I could hear him yelling something. Okay, so got that set up. We made the parameter. I was searching for it instead of making a new one. And it needs to be a float. I'm just going to call it speed. And I haven't made an input system yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and use Just standard WASD for now. Again, that autocomplete. I don't like having the private in front of it, even though it is. So actually, I could work off the axes too. Working off the axes would be better. I'm not gonna bother grabbing raw values. If I knew specifically I was gonna make this for joysticks, I would go with the raw values. So what's that, vertical? I think is the one I want. If not, it's horizontal. We'll just change it. And of course, now I decided to go with the axes. We don't need the if block anymore. We can say anim.set float. The float we want to set will be speed. The value we want to pass in is that. There we go. So we're going to value between +1 and -1. Let's go ahead and set this up. So we're going to go into walking. It's greater than 0.1. When it's less than 0.1. When it's less than -0.1. And when we're greater than -0.1. Save your scene, just in case, cross your fingers. And ay caramba. Do something wrong. And I spelled something wrong. Or did I not save it? I saved it. One of those days. I'm not using the script. I did not hook the script up yet. Got to actually drag and drop it onto the person. Let me catch up on chat just a sec here. Yeah, I did not attach it. Scripts. How often do you do that? Yeah, that's fine. And to be honest, I'm going to go ahead and make a new prefab of this guy as I work on him. And we'll change it. Well, I'm going to leave his name the same for now. But as I work on him, it's going to be a different prefab than the one where we get when we download. All right, now it should work. And we can see that it's in idle. When we hit positive, it goes there, which we're going to have to fix up. Oh, I got them set wrong. I've got move forward set there. And we have to get rid of the exit times. So let's do that first. The exit time does is it makes the whole animation play before we can go to the next one, so it doesn't switch as soon as we hit a key. I wish these came off by default. And it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and adjust the animations too. I didn't actually look at them. And no, I've got to fix these. I've got them in the wrong spot. And I've got to change the values as well. So this is going to go up. We'll just flip the negatives. And it's greater than -1. Or sorry, greater than 0.1, and when less than 0.1. Oops. I guess we could have just swapped the animations that was associated with them. Oh well, too late now. And this goes up when we're greater than -0.1. And we'll come back down when we're less than everything should take like 15 minutes. Okay, so make sure I got a good view on him. I want to see the arrows. Okay, we need to loop too. And we don't want that. We'll have to work on that too. Do I want root motion this time? The problem with root motion is that it, well, code in some interrupts. Let's say if you're like walking, with root motion, you start casting a spell, you're stuck there, you can't move. And most people don't like that. No one likes to be rooted while they're trying to do something. You go to throw your attack in, you're kind of like rooted. We could do some blending. Let's start off with root motion, and we'll see how it goes. We should be able to work around this. Yeah, I got to update the animations. I haven't looked at them yet, but I just wanted to get that part. What time are we at? Got a bit more time. Well, I didn't get near as much done as I wanted to today. I have a birthday party to take my son to at 2, which is an hour from now. We got the gift. We got the gift wrapped. I just got to go ahead and take a shower. I was out woodworking. And while I cleaned up most of the dust off of me, I still feel like I got dust in my ears and on the back of my neck. But I want to have a quick shower before we go ice skating in the middle of summer. When we get back, I might actually go ahead and do another stream because I want to get all the basic animations set up. And then go ahead and set up his stats and have those linked with the UI. Those are the next things I'm going to be working on. Basic animations, UI and stats. And when I say UI, being able to see like his health bar, stamina bar, hitting a certain key and having the inventory panel, or not the inventory panel. Well, that's one of them we'll be working on, but his stat panel show up. But anyway, let's go in and work on these animations. And these are all standing. Let's start with standing idle. Yeah. Like I said, in about an hour. So give me about another 15 minutes here. Let's get these animations cleaned up at least. Then I got to go and get ready for taking my kid to the birthday party. When we get back, I don't know when it's going to end. It's skating. How long can a bunch of 8-year-olds skate, right? After the party's done, it takes about a half hour to get there. But anyway, after the party's done, I'll get back and, like I said, I'll probably start it up because I think all I'm going to get done is just the basic move forward backwards animations. And I want to get more done. So let's go ahead and loop it. I don't think anything's moving. Whoops. He is floating around a bit, isn't he? Let me move this so I lean in. Okay. I want his feet to be at the feet. No, that starts moving it around again. No, I always want it down at the feet. Now it looks like his origin is down at his feet, or pretty close. I still want it to be down at the feet. Then XY. Looks like he's still floating to me a bit. And there's no apply button. I'm used to there being an apply button. And then we're supposed to have access to animation curves and everything else. They move it. This is weird. Before I go ahead and play around with all these let me go grab one actually off of Mixamo. because the whole interface is not what I'm used to. What was the email I used here? Hmm. Apparently this isn't my account. What email did I use? Well, let me log in. Oh. All right, finally. Woo! That took a lot longer than I wanted. Yeah, I know Idle's. Well, his feet were moving a little bit. If you looked at it, his feet were moving a bit for the idle animation, but there used to be more options. And I just want to grab animations. Let's just grab a standing idle. Yeah, you won't be able to have your my assets anymore. That's fine. There we go. Just a basic idle. I'm going to grab it on the alpha. There we go. Add to my assets. My assets. Here we go. Oh, beta. It was alpha in the other package. Maybe we shouldn't be grabbing the one off the asset store. Anyway, yep, this is the one we want. I've got it checked, right? It's the only one checked. Yep, it's the only one checked. We want FBX for Unity. And again, there used to be two more options down here. One for frame rate, and I don't remember what the other one was. I think it had to do with forced T-pose or something like that. I can't remember. But they've definitely streamlined this as well. And I'm just going to grab FBX T-pose to download. I'll just throw it to my desktop. Probably not. It should be going to my desktop. Desktop. Save. Working 10 feet. Wow, look at that. Shrink all this up. Okay. Then we got beta. He's got one animation on him. Okay, so this is the format that I'm used to working with, where you select your model, you have all your model options, you can go over to rig, do all your rigging. From this model, root node. Is this new? I think this is new because I don't recognize it. Oh, okay, never mind. It's probably because I very seldom ever work with non-humanoids. So we'll go ahead, we'll apply. This will make the avatar for me. It's down there. Did I do the animation with it? But anyway, this is what I was talking about. I'm used to getting the curves, being able to add the curves, animation events, masks, and everything else through here. Where if we go through this, they're not there. Does anyone know how to get to those? Can we get to those? Should we just not be using this pack at all? Because I'm used to working with them down here. So because of that, I think I'm just not going to use these packs. We have Magic and Melee. Let's go ahead, we'll delete both of these. I still have them in my assets pack from Unity. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm quickly go back over to Mixamo and grab the magic pack from there. For idle, baking to position really doesn't matter because he's not supposed to move anyway. I'm going to grab the whole pack from here. Where was that magic one? We have magic locomotion. I can't remember which one it was now. Wow, look, they've got a few. I don't remember them having this many. Although the pictures look the same. The pictures look familiar. Let's see what Pro Magic Pack is. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this for now. Is there a walk? Standing walk backwards. So I don't have time to look to see what the difference is. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. Queue it for download. Here we go. Now we got those other options. Did I just grab the character last time and not the animations? Is that on the wrong tab? Wouldn't be the first time. Third frame, just a second. Keyframe reduction. None. We do that inside of Unity. We queue it for download. I bet I was on the wrong tab. Yeah, I downloaded the model, not the animations. I'm just going to quickly get rid of this. Well, the other one's processing. Now, sometimes I find this hangs, and in order to get it to go again, you just refresh the page. It didn't hang, though. I'll just show this on the desktop again. It's going to be called the same. Oh, I don't want to close it. I'm going to shrink it. Did it wrong again. all? Sure. We'll just drag this into Unity and work on it there. And let me jump back to chat. Steve, hey, how you doing? Oh, I guess it is evening for you over there. I'll be morning when I get back to redo it. But yeah, I am going to come back at some point today my time, and do some more because I want to get all this done. And I want to live stream the whole thing. Yes, there's going to be lots of mistakes where I have to go back and redo stuff like this, but it's part of the process. It's either that or, I can consolidate all this into a 10-minute video, but I prefer it to be live. Now, if anyone has any questions or if something bad happens, you get to see what happened. And we should get the model in here as well, so we don't need it out here. I am going to go ahead and take the beta, put it in the Mixamo pack or folder. And it's already time to go. I don't think there's anything here I have to work on. So he's going to be humanoid. I'm going to create from this model. Again, I have to. Okay. Oh, the avatar can be configured. Okay, yeah. I'll have to look this up again. I can't remember exactly what it does. I don't want to take the chance of screwing my mesh up. And update reference clips. And what this does is it goes through all of these other clips here that's associated with them. And if we open them up, they all have their own avatar. When we update, it'll go ahead and get rid of all those extra avatars. And I'm not sure if it does anything else in behind the scene. The main thing I do it for is all of them will be associated with this model. There we go. So it's cleaned it up. Then, of course, we'll shrink that down. Can come back up to the beta. Over to animations. And let's go put him into the scene. He still needs a controller. We can still. Oh, I deleted the other controller, didn't I? Well, let's drag and drop it in. Animation controller. And now he is beta, not alpha. And I do want that in there. Let's go ahead. We'll go to scripts. No, not scenes, scripts. Yep. Prefabs. There we go. And we want standing. No, run, walk. Walk back. Well, let's do idle first, just so it becomes orange. Idle. Walk back, walk forward. Hopefully I get these set up properly this time. I like to line them up with this line. So much clicking. Okay. Again, plus when speed is greater than 0.1, when speed is less than 0.1. And I'll have to play around with the animations when I get back. Can't be late. Less than for the birthday party. Negative 0.1. And if you think I make enough mistakes, I'm not in a rush. Come on. All right, so greater than -0.1, we go back there. So save scene, hit play, and we got to turn off every time. Is there a way to have these turned off by default? Yeah, we need them to loop. Come down to apply. I didn't see in chat. Did anyone know of a way to access these on the other ones? Like I said, I'm just used to working with them this way. I'll walk forward. For now, I'm just going to set the loop. Because if there is no way to access these curves and everything else on the other animations, I guess it's kind of pointless to have them. And I forgot to set up root motion. But again, we'll do that when I get back. And I have to get him set up to see if he's actually walking in a straight line. But anyway, sorry for the short one. I think it was at least an hour though, right? Made some mistakes. Started all over again. Like I said, that's going to happen for the live stream. Let me know down below in the comments, at least on the YouTube part. I guess if you're watching it live, I probably already know your answer. But anyway, do you prefer the live format, or do you prefer me just to upload that, 5 to 15 minute video every week? Like I said, some weeks it will just be a video. I'm just not going to have time on that Saturday to do it, so I'll make the video ahead of time. But I do prefer to do it live, but there will be mistakes. That 10-minute video that I could have condensed everything else into might be a 1 or 2 hour live stream. What do you guys think? Do you prefer live with all the mistakes, or just a short video and concise, straight to the point? Plus, when it's live, we can chit chat most of the time. Let me know. Let me see if a few answers come in here before I take off. I'll just have to make sure it's a really fast shower, because we have a fair amount of people watching, so I'm assuming people want the live stream, right? Now, because I'm using Restreamio, it will take a couple seconds before everyone starts answering. Hi, Panic Crisis. Just getting ready to log off. I was in such a hurry, I didn't even fix the title. I meant to fix the title. Whoops. This is actually day 2. But some stuff came up. I was late getting in. Fortunately, that's it. So it looks like live for the people that are talking. But of course, these are the people that are watching live, not watching the video later. I know watching a live video hours after it's gone through, probably not that exciting. I need to get a green shirt, so I must be that floating head again. Okay, well, anyway, I've got to wrap this up. Like I said, after I'm done with my kid's birthday party that he's going to, I am going to come back, do a little bit more streaming. I do not know what time that will be. It's going to be a few hours anyway. But anyway, if anyone has any other questions, go ahead and post them now before I go. I'll try to answer them. And let me quickly call up to my wife. While you guys fill that out, let me text her to get my kid ready. I'm just always showering when I get back. I'm showing up with dust. Okay. And just to reiterate, for those that maybe came in late, we're going to work on some basic animations, get those set up so we can actually move our character around. Then after that, we're going to be working on some UI elements for stuff like health, stamina, get those up and on the screen. And then we're going to go and start coding for getting his stats and everything else behind the scenes and also hooked up to the UI. And we'll just keep evolving from there. Yeah. Well, if I didn't spell everything incorrect, it wouldn't be one of my videos. I did. Oh well, that's okay. Everyone got the picture. Okay, does that look like we have any questions? So I'm really gonna end this here and get my kid. Only thing I can say is, yeah. Well, there'll be another one later on. At least they're an hour, so you can stretch them out. At least an hour anyway, so you can stretch them out over the course of the week. I'm glad you like that. I always hate when I do live streams. I just get tons of mistakes and I have to keep restarting. It happens. But like I said, I'll be back in a few hours. I don't know how many, and I'll continue on. But I can hear them getting ready, and I've got to get ready. At the very least, got to get some pants on. All right, thanks for showing up, everyone. And if you're around later on when I stream up again, I'll see you then. Bye bye.